Hi guys, how are you doing? I hope everyone is safe and well within the comforts of their home. So let me start by saying if you can afford to stay home, please do so because there will be no safer place for you other than being home. Anyway, my name is Judy and I am thankful that I was still given God has still given me a chance to film this video and talk to you in order to share the struggles that I went through with COVID-19 this past few days. Yeah, unfortunately, you heard it right, I had COVID-19. Anyway, I would like to apologize to people who's gonna watch this video. I hope you understand if I'm gonna make this in English because I know this that it's not only the Philippines who that is affected by the virus. I want to spread as much help I could extend to people anywhere this video could reach. I hope I could be able to help as much people by sharing this kind of information. So I hope you understand that. Okay, let's start with how I know I had the virus. I actually don't know at first that I really had this, but what I remember was I had some sort of body pains and headaches for a few days, which started on June 30th. Goes for a few days until on July 2nd. I was feverish, but no fever at all. Then on July 3rd, I first recorded my high temperature around 6 p.m. at 37.7, which is not actually fever yet, but it progressed to 38.8 at 8 p.m. However, the last recorded temperature I had was around 2 p.m. the following day on. No, it's not 2 p.m. It's 2 in the morning of July 4th. It was around 38.4, and after that, everything else is normal. My body temperature was ranges from 35 to 36, and it just plays within that range. But given that kind of thing, I went to the hospital. I was checked for a little bit, but unfortunately, I was not given a swab test. I was not tested for COVID-19. So the doctor just advised me to go home and do self-quarantine. My 14th day fell on the 14th of July. But before that, I was in the hospital. I went to the hospital on July 4th, right? The following day, I experienced that I lost my sense of smell because I was not able to smell to get to smell the scent of an alcohol, even perfume. So I said, could be the effect of my sinusitis. Because I don't have colds, I don't have cough whatsoever during that time. But I was nasal, yes. So that was okay. It's just a sense of, sorry, it's just the sense of smell that I lost. Then on July 6th, I lost my sense of taste. So I said, yesterday I lost my sense of smell, now I lost my sense of taste. Could be COVID-19, but I was in a state of denial. How the hell could I get the virus if I am not leaving my house? I'm not the type of person who used to go out because I'm working from home and I only go out once in every while to get my basic necessities, and that's just for like 2 weeks or yeah, usually that range of time. So I was still in a state of denial until I noticed my dogs. I have 3 dogs. Most of them fell ill. They had fever, they had colds. I gave them medicines. I gave them medications. Then it goes for like 5 days. Until on but I noticed during these times that I would I have that feeling of shortness of breath already. I get I easily get tired. I was panting every for just because I have my stairs here, so every time for just a little move that I do, I already feel very tired. So I said, what's this? Then on the 11th of July, I suffered difficulty of breathing. It was it started I felt like that something like that night of 10th, no 11th, that was 11th when I learned that was when 11 when I learned that the old man from the other house died, and I was not able to know the cause of the death. So maybe I was kind of stressed from the news that I heard from the landlady. So I started to suffer difficulty breathing. I thought I'm gonna pass out, but I was just trying to fight it. And it was like the difficulty of breathing is not a joke. You know that it was something like I felt like I was already almost gonna die during that time because I could not breathe anymore. I felt like something was blocking my throat and my heartbeat was really fast. And I couldn't breathe anymore. But I was just looking for anything that could help me regulate my normalize my breathing. So I went on YouTube and do some research how I could normalize my breathing again. Then that's where I came across the breathing exercises. I will going to discuss that later on about the breathing exercises. So it was on the 11th when I suffered difficulty of breathing. It goes like that from July 11th, July 12th, until July 13th. Everything normalizes on the 14th. It was like, it was really struggle for me. I was just imagine how I was feeling during the time when I was already urged to make my last will, just to make sure that whatever may happen, I have all my affairs settled. I have settled all my affairs. So that's how difficult my situation was during these times. So my 14 days self quarantine was done on the 15th of July. And after that, I decided, no, I have reported, first I have reported I have informed our company doctor about what I was going through, and she advised me to go to the hospital and get some swab test. I thought I have already overcome everything with COVID, thinking that it was just 14 days. The incubation period is just for 14 days and that's it. So I went to the St. Luke's at BGC. I had my swab test done. And during the time, everything was normal. I was breathing normally, although I felt a little bit of tiredness, but still no cough, no colds, no fever, nothing. Just a little bit of shortness of breath. Every now and then there is an episode. Then the result came out after 2 days. On July 17th, I had St. Luke's emailed me the result and it was positive. It was like the world fell down on me. I was at home. I don't have anybody with me who's gonna look after me. So, yeah. During the time after that, after getting the result, again, I suffered difficulty of breathing. It was so hard for me to breathe, but I do the same breathing exercises. I take a lot of water and yeah, I was able to survive it. I was thinking like after the 14-day period, I was not expecting that the positive will come out positive because we have this notation, that connotation of 14-day infection, which is not true. Viral infection could last for longer than 14 days. Just understand that. Then, on the shortness of breathing continues like that. Although I have reported my case to the barangay, but they said they're gonna confine me to COVID-19 facility. But I said, was already past 14 days. Why the need for you to still take me there when in fact I am already in the stage of recovery? Was kind of stubborn, so it's my fault. So yeah, in short, to cut it short, I did not let the barangay take me to the COVID-19 facility because I have my own place and this is way secured. I have my own restroom, everything. I live in my own apartment alone with my dogs, of course. Until on Wednesday, July 22nd. Although the shortness of breathing was consistent, I could manage it well until on Wednesday. midnight, midnight of Wednesday, I suffered difficulty of breathing again. And during that time, I had my pulse was like 127 to 120 already. I felt like my heart was beating twice for every single beat. It was very strong, and I was having difficulty breathing. So I said, I could no longer take it. I really need to go to the hospital because the lower part of my nails was already discolored. It was already, I guess, it was bluish during that time. I was like, the breathing is starting to become more difficult as time goes on. So I called my auntie and I said, go to the barangay and tell them to take me to the hospital. But unfortunately, the barangay officials refused to take me to the hospital because they were scared of getting the infection from me. Okay, I understand that. Thankfully, my boss, hi Jing, I hope you're watching this. My boss, I contacted my boss to ask her if I'm gonna take the laptop with me during my confinement. But she told me it was very funny of me because I was already in that critical stage and yet I was still thinking about work. You know, she's the person who never left me during these trying times. She kept on calling hospitals and tried to look for anyone who could help me, who could take me from home, even through the ambulance or whatsoever, just to make sure that I'll be safe in the hospital. Because I really need emergency care during the time. But unfortunately, I was not able to get any help. That's the sad thing about it. So she said, we called Manila Operations Center and they said the driver was already off duty and nobody's gonna take me from my place. So better they call us again early morning on the same day around 7 p.m. So I felt so devastated during that time because you know what, I really felt like I was very sleepy. I was very sleepy during the time and I could hardly breathe. But I kept on convincing myself that no, I was very sleepy and it was very difficult for me to breathe. But I have this gut instinct that if I'm going to sleep, I know I'm not gonna wake up anymore. Because I could no longer breathe. Something is blocking me from here. I was like breathing and my shoulder are like something like that. It was very difficult. So he said, I need to stay awake as much as I can. You know what I did? I just do the breathing exercise over and over again until I get relief from the shortness of breathing. It was like I do I inhale through my nose like this, hold my breath for 4 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, then exhale through my mouth. Then do it 4 times. Then on the fifth time, instead of I inhale, then instead of exhaling through my mouth, I cough. Then I just keep coughing, 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 coughing. I just do that. And then I massage the tip of my fingers. But of course, Jing was there. She patiently stayed with me until 2:30 in the morning. Just to make sure that I'm not going to fall asleep. It was really very hard. So until today, this is already 26th, but this is my 27th day of self-quarantine. I still don't know what my result will going to be, but still the difficulty of breathing is there. It's still punishing me until this time. I'm still struggling with it. So thankfully I was able to survive that time, and here I am. I am quite confident that although I am still finding it difficult to deal with my breathing, I'm still confident that I know I am already past the critical period of COVID-19, and I hope I will get very well soon. So what do I need to let you know? What do you need to know about COVID-19? First, you have to understand that COVID-19 is associated with stress and psychological interventions. It will really affect your senses. So, as much as possible, if you have COVID-19, please try to avoid getting too much stress. Forget about the problems first. You have to focus on yourself. You have to convince yourself that you need to survive. Because during these times, nobody's gonna help you other than yourself. COVID-19 is hard. But never disconnect yourself with your prayers, your faith with God. Because no matter what you do, you know what I kept on telling myself? COVID ka lang. I have one big God who's not gonna forsake me. No matter what happens. I don't know his reason why we need to go through all this. Maybe because he wants us to learn our lessons of how precious life is. But you know what? During the time I thought COVID-19 was going to take me away already. I just kept on praying because I was convincing myself that I can't give up. I can't give up with COVID 19, with this disease, because I still have so much dreams. And I promise to God that if you just lets me survive this, I will try to go out and become an advocate in order to help as many people I could help. Because what I went through is, yeah, it's not a joke. I don't want anybody else to suffer the same thing that I did. I struggled with COVID 19 alone and without any medications. I am not taking any medicines other than water. So that's it. You just have to trust the statistics that people who are younger than 55 years old will be able to survive this. Just keep your faith. You are not alone in this battle. A lot of people are suffering. But you have your big soft against COVID 19. You need to survive that. COVID 19 can't beat you. You still have a long way to go. You should not stop there. Keep on aiming, keep on pushing no matter how hard it is. So if you feel like you're suffering from difficulty breathing, do not take any chances. Because for me, that was the most stupid thing I have done. Just to contain the difficulties, because I kept on thinking about my dogs. Because I said, if I'm gonna be hospitalized, nobody's gonna feed my dogs. And I was not able to buy enough food for them. So I said, if I'm gonna be I'm not sure if my dogs would still be there. So this is stupid, right? You sacrifice your own self for the dogs. But yeah, I'm so thankful with my dogs, because I was able to survive it. I was able to survive COVID 19 because I kept on thinking about it. I kept on, they're one of the reasons why I'm still alive. My dreams, and of course, my friends never left me. Although they're on remote places, but still, their presence are felt beyond all else. So I hope this information will going to give you some awareness how difficult this COVID-19 is. And for those who are saying COVID-19 is just a flu, I'm telling you, I am a living testament. Please rethink about what you're thinking. No, rethink about what you're saying. I am a strong person. I am tough. But I could say COVID-19 is going to destroy you if you are weak. Just like now, I'm still having difficulty of breathing. But I need to be strong. For the people that I love, for my dreams, for the future. I still want to share as much help I could do by sharing the experiences that I went through with COVID-19 and how I survived it. How I managed to struggle with COVID-19 without anything beside me and without any medications. Take note, I survived without medications. Except ascorbic acid. Thank you, Jane, for this again. But please, for those who's gonna take ascorbic acid, please try to get sodium ascorbate, because ascorbic acid cause could give you some acid reflux, which make could cause you suffer from heartburn, and that could even make the shortness of breathing even worse. So yeah, I'm gonna cut this video from here, because if I'm gonna share everything here, it will take years for you to listen to me, and I don't want you to get overwhelmed. By Wednesday, I'm gonna have my second swab test at St. Luke's Medical Center. So I hope it's gonna turn out negative already. So everyone, please. We don't know when we're gonna get this virus, how and why you get them. So the best thing you can do is just wash your hands frequently, wear your mask, and practice social distancing. I'm gonna give you an update about my results, and we're going to post about some details about how I survived with my breathing issues. Okay, I hope everyone is safe, and please watch the succeeding videos that I'm gonna be posting later on. Thank you for watching.